You're discouraged by what you saw tonight?
No, I was encouraged. I mean, we played well. We did a lot of great things. Defensively, we could really hold teams down and squeeze them. So it was good.
What's been the biggest difference between those two blowouts you guys had against Golden State and the one against Utah and the way you're playing now? These last two games when you played much better.
I think it's just rhythm. It's rhythm. Just getting used to playing with each other. And Jeremy Lin makes a big difference. Right.
How so? What's he bring that you guys need?
Great shots for others. You got somebody else that can penetrate and make plays for others to put pressure on the defense. I mean, it's a really big difference.
We know how competitive you are. Was there a part of you that wanted to try and talk Byron out of taking you out in that overtime?
No. We play the long game, man. So. No, it wasn't a problem at all.
Byron thought he hadn't talked to you yet, but he thought you might want to try the back-to-back tomorrow and see how you feel. Same with Jeremy, see how you guys respond. Are you thinking the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit, and then he's going to sleep on it a little bit tonight, and we'll talk about it a little further. And I'm not really tripping about it, man. It's like I said, you gotta play the long game in these situations and be smart and just, make the right decisions.
Part of being you and being able to do those fourth quarter comebacks is that you have your legs late. And after taking a year off, you only played 6 games last year. Did it make you feel good that now you've got your legs late?
Yeah, no, I feel good. I mean, it's I experiment with moves every now and then throughout the course of the game, but then it's when it's money time, I just go to the bread and butter, and that's always there. And when the regular season starts, I'll do that from the tip.
What do you make of Wes shots? I mean, he obviously missed those free throws down the end, but was able to redeem a little bit with this late 3-pointers.
I think it was good for him to miss them, in terms of his development, because he cares so much about the game. I think he can get really hard on himself at times, and he winds up being his own worst enemy. So I think it's good for him to have that, and then he can get over it, right, and not take himself too seriously and not get too down on it. And he came back, made a couple big threes. I think that was more important for him to have that bounce back than it was hitting the 2 free throws.
As a team, what's the most important thing you guys need to get out of these last 2 preseason games?
And just defensive rhythm, and hopefully we can get a couple guys back, and the young fella and Ryan Kelly, and get them active and getting them some preseason games under their belt before we go into the regular season.
But your team defense after preseason game 6 is much better than it was after game 4, right?
We're a good defense team. A really good defense team. I mean, you got a lot of firepower over there, and to hold them to 17 in the fourth, it's no easy task, man. So, we're improving in those areas. We got guys that are just grinders, man. We play smash mouth basketball, physical brand of basketball.
Kobe, at this point, when you hear about yet another article that kind of just tries to bring you down, or has people saying they don't want to play with you from unnamed sources, things like that, is it something that you can just kind of brush off, or what's the reaction?
It's not the first one, won't be the last one, right? And I think the one thing that I've come to understand over the years is that you'll have a bad story that comes out on a Monday, and it seems like it's the end of the world, and it seems like everybody's taking shots at you, but time goes by, and then you look back on it, and it was just a Monday, right? And then you have another great story that comes out maybe a month later or something like that, and it's a fantastic story. And then there's a bad story that comes out a month after that, right? So you understand that it's a cycle, and things are never as good or as bad as they seem in the moment in time, right? So stay focused on the big picture, and things are never as bleak as they seem at the time. So I just kind of roll with it.
What do you think of that, Rob, your former teammate? And there's always going to be the haters out there, correct?
Haters going to hate. And the thing about